Hi, welcome back guys. On this episode we are going to fit the handrails this time, fit the top vent, fit the cleats, fit the windows, silicone the window frame, and all sorts of little bits. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, yeah, if you see last week's episode, you'll see we got the boat passed on the safety certificate, we got the glass for the windscreens in, batteries all connected, the engine's all connected, nav lights, switches at the bottom, cut the seating area for this back area. We've halfway on the hatch, we fiberglassed it, we've filled the holes. This week we are going to get a couple coats of the primer onto here, and then I'm going to start looking into what paint I'm going to put on it. I might just put a non-slip on it, even though it's going to have seats on it anyway. The hatch, we're going to sand the hatch. We are going to cut all the fiberglass that is overhanging off. Yeah, sand it smooth, and then we're going to primer. I'm not going to use a thick primer. I'm just going to use the primer that I'm using on here because I've got a little bit, well, quite a bit of it, 2.5 litres. Get a couple coats on that. Sand that down at 240 or 180, and then we're going to get a coat of top coat on it, Epiphanes. See how much I've got of it. One coat will do for now. It will give it a good finish as long as I sand the primer at the 240 or 180. Yeah, we're just going to try and crack on now. I think I've worked out to be on the water, for this to be watertight, I've got about 7 or 8 jobs I need to do in. Obviously windows, cleats, top vents, but we'll get to that. So what I'm going to start off with is going to clean this up, sand it, cut it all back. Then we're going to get a coat of primer on that. That can go out in the sun. That'll dry pretty quick, to be honest with you. It's not a thick primer. It don't take that long. It's only a 1-part primer. If I want to change it in the future, it's just a hatch. It's so easy to take off. But I think it'll be fine. Get a coat on here. Get that drying. I'm only going to put 2 coats on this side, which is already had 1. And while that's drying, I am going to jump on top, and we are going to get the vent finally in and the handrail. I have bought the butyrol tape. We're going to put that on. That should be a lot cleaner, as one of you suggested. Thanks for that. And I'm just going to, it'd be a good test to see how it works, because I'm umming and ahhing about the windows, what to do, how to do it. Yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, well, you see I've done the hatch, got 2 coats on that already because it's so warm out there. Second coat on the back seat plank. And I've drilled all these and put the holes in, and that is in. But the only thing is I don't like the colour. I know it's something silly. Let me just quickly go forward. In my stores over here, it only comes in blue. Unless I order online, which I think I'm going to do. That's why I've stopped doing the handrails to get black or white, because I know I can cut that away and make it look nice, but it's always going to show a tiny little bit of blue or something. And I've noticed this stuff it sticks really well, but I can get it back off if I wanted to. It probably does. It just don't stand out on the camera, maybe, or something like that. I did put a very thin layer on that one, so that was quite thick. And you still see it's coming through, and I've not even tightened them up fully. So I think I'm gonna. They're screwed down. They're tightened up a little bit, but I'm gonna get a different colour. This is the stuff I got. I'm just not gonna go with that. But anyway. So I think the next thing for me to do is on the fuel tank side of it, I want to strap the fuel tank down in there. So really I've got 2 brackets that I brought, well, made should I say. They're like little, I'll show them you right now. So yeah, here's the brackets I made. I'm going to put a ratchet strap. So basically I'm going to cut them off here, fiberglass them down to the boat, and the ratchet strap goes underneath either side of the tank, and that'll strap the tank down. I spoke to this boat safety guy, told him what I'm going to do, and he's happy with that. That's how I'm going to do it. Let me explain to you guys now. So basically I've got a bigger tank here, and it's going to be in a inboard tank. We've got the filler hose, we've got the vent, which this is not going to be the actual hose, it's just garden hose. I was testing out to see what size I needed. And the fuel in to the engine, and I added a fuel gauge, so that's going to go in. Just saves me filling up so many times, especially when I'm doing longer trips. I just don't want to keep, especially river prices. Obviously I'm going on with the proper stuff. This is the filler hose. I've got the vent hose somewhere around here, but that's not a big issue. So yeah, let's get this I'm going to put the tank in, line it up, see where they're supposed to be, cut them, get a couple bits of fiberglass cut, and then we can fiberglass that down, okay? Okay, that is the fuel brackets in. Really good, solid. And also, let me just quickly jump down off the boat. The hatch has already had, well, it's got 2 coats of paint now. Let that cure. Tomorrow we're sanding that at 240, and we will get a top coat on it. And then I've just painted this board quick. I didn't want to bore you with it again. So both sides have now had 2 coats of primer. Like I said, I'll just wait to see what top coat I want to put on that. But yeah, it's all starting to come together now. I'm going to order that black butte tape. I think that'd be, or black or white, whichever one I can find. I think that'd be a lot better. Just the blue stands out way too much. So yeah, tomorrow we get this done, and start looking at all the other stuff. Okay, see you tomorrow. Okay, new day. I ordered the butyl sealing tape that arrived today. Got some black, 2 white. I think I'm going to actually use it on the windows as well, because it seems like a really good sealant. So I can carry on doing the handrails and take that vent off and put a nice white around it so it don't stand out so much. And then I might put the fuel tank in, because that's now cured. The brackets are solid. Get the fuel tank in and start looking at hooking the pipes up to that, the fuel hoses, and then we'll see what we can do after that. Okay. Okay, that took a lot longer than I expected. Just going in and out, in and out, in and out, that's all it took. But they are now on, sealed, secured, handrails and the vent. I was thinking of starting the fuel tank, but I can do that another time. What I'm thinking now is sand this at 240 and get a coat of paint on that. So that can start curing, and then tomorrow, or the next, tomorrow I can put the fuel tank in, and the next day I can sand that down, that 240 again, and get the last coat on, which will be the final coat, obviously, and then that's basically done. Fit the window, put the hinges on, and that is pretty much the front end of the boat. Going to be dry until the windows go in, obviously. I've managed to pick up a barrel rail that's in the back of the car, because this one is a bit damaged, it is a bit wonky, and I've been trying to straighten it up. But yeah, I found a deal on that. So that's going to have a new barrel rail, which is going to be a lot better, because what it is instead of bolts just coming straight through, they've actually got plates at the bottom. But I'll show that to you probably tomorrow. I'm just going to take it home and clean it up, polish it up, make it look shiny. So yeah, let's sand this and get a coat of paint on that. Okay. Okay, I done 80 mils of paint. I thought that would be just enough to do the hatch. Yep, I was wrong. So I decided, because this needed a top coat anyway to seal it, I might as well just paint it. I think it looks really good. It's going to match the boat, blend in with the boat. Like I said, seats are going to go on top of this. I think it looks really good. And then obviously I've done the hatch, got that down out the way, let that dry. Massive difference as soon as you put a first coat of paint on. I know it obviously had grey before, but the white just finishes it off. But that's going to be it for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, new day. It's only going to be a short one today. This day is a Sunday. Normally I leave coming down here on a Sunday just so they got a day of rest, but I'm on the final push now. So not this week, but the ending of next week. This is going in the water because I think, like I said, I can get the windows done, hatch done, the cleats, the bow rail, and I'm going to make a makeshift cover for now until I can find a place to do the canopy. And that's it, pretty much watertight and almost ready to go. So I want to get it on the water. I want to make sure everything's okay. Do a couple test runs because, like I said, I'm going away in a few weeks. And then I've got to get the name on, reveal the name to you guys. I'm not going to say it yet though. So today I was going to, as you see yesterday, I was going to do the fuel tank. I've decided to hold off on that just for a moment because I think the biggest priority is actually let's get this engine serviced. Because I can, for now, if I had to, attach that little fuel tank and get it on the water. It won't take long to put that in, strap it down, add a couple fuel pipes. I'm done really. Drill some holes, but I want to leave that till a little bit later, just because when I get the seating on, I want to see. I'm thinking the fuel filler cap will go roughly about here, which is not a problem. Now the only thing I've got to think of is where to put the fuel vent, which I'm thinking somewhere like here, because then it can vent outside. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, like I said, let's get on with the servicing of this engine. Also, if you see over here, I took this home yesterday, cleaned up the new bow rail. It goes with the shape of the boat so much nicer. On the front, nice and shiny, got better mounting bracket, so much better. Where if you see this one, that's wonky, that's off. There is a bow to this, and the mounting is my own makeshift tap and die, and I wouldn't say it was the securest, just because you're bolting up and let's say here the bolt can only go so much through the hole, where that is going to have 8 bolts, nice plates. But yeah, so that'd be good. The hatch is looking really good, and the seating looking really nice. I've got to let this dry for today as well. It takes a couple of days to dry before I want to sand it, get a final coat on that. See how much paint I've got left over again, because there is a tiny little bit in there. If I've got enough, I will probably paint the underside of this board, because I think actually one coat on this is actually done really well, and that protects it. I want to protect the whole board. Yeah, enough talking, let's get to servicing the engine. Sorry, before we start, I know it's a lot of talking, but I just wanted to go through. I am giving it the full service, pencil anodes, engine oil, gearbox oil, magnesium because I'm in fresh water, all the anodes on the bottom. We've got oil filters, we've got the impeller, we've got brand new thermostat because it's been in salt water, it's going to fresh water. I'd rather just a new one, to be honest with you, just so I know I've done it. I don't know how long the other one's been in there. All genuine parts, brand new spark plugs. We've got gasket for the thermostat. We've got fuel filters. We've got O-rings for the drains. And yeah, so it's going to be a complete full service. I just wanted to let you guys know that. Because obviously it is a second-hand engine. I don't know what's been done, how it's been done. I know it's come from a good place, a Royal Yacht Club, and they will service this and look after it, but I want to give it my own. Then I know I can put dates on stuff and see when I need to change it in the future. But let's get going. Okay, been a few hours now. As you can see, I've dropped the bottom unit, put the new impeller in. To be honest with you, I'm going to keep it as a spare one, but it is not looking too bad. I think it was probably replaced this year or last year, and they didn't go out much. It's looking really good. Yeah, so impeller's done. All the anodes, apart from one I need to do, I'll quickly do now because I just remembered. All the anodes in the engine, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5's done. Oil filter, fuel filter. I've obviously changed the whole oil. I've emptied the gearbox oil, all perfect, nothing like cloudy or anything. The only thing I can't do is actually fill the gearbox oil up because I've got one of those pumps, but the connection is actually for a Mariner, not a Yamaha. I didn't realise there was a difference, so I'll have to quickly go and get one of them just to fill it up, back up. But everything's ready to go. All the washers are changed. Anodes there's done. Magnesium, the one underneath here is magnesium. I am going to take this off and make sure there's no fishing line or anything around it. The only other thing I haven't done yet is the spark plug, so I haven't got the right tool. Mine is too fat and it won't fit in there, so I'm gonna have to get the tool. I have probably got the tool at home. Thermostat's done, gasket's done on that. Also on the impeller I did change the O-ring as well, or whatever you want to call it. Like I said, fuel filter, thermostat, and obviously the gasket for the thermostat. But yeah, so it's actually done. I've done really well. I'm surprised I got so far today. I thought I was going to struggle. but the bottom unit just dropped down nice and easy. Oil change and oil change, you know, just pulled the plug out. I have filled it back up with 2 litres. It's showing halfway, but obviously I want to leave this overnight so it sits. Also, we know that it's gonna take a little bit of oil to go in there once it circulates through the engine. So I'll keep the spare litre on the boat anyway, and just after its first run, check it, see what needs topping up. What else have I done? I think that's about it. Now, the only downside to this engine that's just happened is the trim tab button has snapped off. As you can see, it looks quite rusty. It works going up, but it just won't go down. So if I press that button, you see it goes up. I just can't work out how to get it down. But yeah, so that's it for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow where we'll carry on finishing this and work on something else. Okay, new day. I have wasted a little bit of today. So what's happened is my friend come down, he's helped me out. He didn't want to be on the camera, so I didn't record anything, but we have changed all the spark plugs. They should be in this box somewhere. Let me just show you them. They are pretty bad. So they're all replaced now. Gear oil's all changed. Perfect. And that is pretty much the engine fully serviced. Like I said, I need to start it up, warm it up, and then let it calm down a bit and check the oil level in the future. But it is showing just over halfway, so I think that's good for now. Next thing I am going to work on is putting this fuel tank in, working out where I'm gonna run all the pipings. Once that's in, I'll quickly, before the end of the day, sand down the hatch, 240 it quick, and we will get a coat on that, a coat on this other side, and that'll be it for today. Like I said, slowly getting closer and closer now. But yeah, let's crack on with the tank. Okay, sorry about the camera footage. When I'm in here, it is just a big pain to try and get a good video out on it. So basically, the fuel tank is strapped in, all attached. The main fuel hose is attached. The breather pipe is attached. This is the fuel filler. I'm going to cut it tomorrow once I've got the Jubilee clips. The vent is there, all nice and tight at the back of the boat, and what I've done is I've aimed the pipe upwards and then brought it around, so if any way rain got in or anything, it would never get into the fuel because it would have to go uphill. The fuel filler cap is on, secured. All I need to do is just cut away the excess putty. That is nice and solid. And then I've got the pipe going up there, attached to it like that. And once again, I'll get the Jubilee clips on this end and just push it up. That's pretty much the fuel done. Like I said, tomorrow I'll cut that, add a couple of Jubilee clips. The next job will be now, I'll quickly 240 the hatch, get some paint mixed up, paint the back side of the seating area, and that'll be it for today. So let's crack on with that. Okay, new day today. Will be the last day of this week. I didn't realise how long this video's gone on for. So yeah, today we're going to finish off fitting the fuel tank fuel hose. We are also going to fit the front hatch that I've just about there just to warm up a little bit. I've also got a replacement button for this, so we can do that quickly and probably get that hatch on the anchor locker screwed in. That'll probably be the whole day, but we'll see how it goes anyway. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, moving quite quick today. That's the hatch on. Obviously I put 4 screws in so far out of the 10, just because obviously I'm going to put some fabric back there and I might as well drill them when I do that, but it's not going to be done before my boat trip, so I just thought I'd close it up, make it watertight, well airtight, I don't know, it don't really matter, just finishes off the hole. Just quickly jump out here. So that is the fuel tank fully in now. All the pipes done. I've put 2 Jubilee clips down this end, just for extra security. Like I said yesterday, breather hose, fuel hose is connected at the main fuel to the engine. I am going to sand these down and paint them at some point because they are going to go in, but they're going to go in behind instead of in front out now. So we can have proper sealed doors on it. This ain't on properly either, it's just got 1 bolt in. I just wanted to see what they look like. I think they look really good. Also, I've done the not new switch, second-hand switch for this. So this is up and down, works perfect now. So the next thing is bring the hatch in, because that is fully painted now and ready to go. Get the window. This is going to be the first window that I put in. It'll be a good practice, good to see how I'm going to seal it. I am going to use some of that butyl tape at first, seal it all, and then in the future what I'll probably do inside is put a bead of silicone to make sure it's 100% watertight. But yeah, let's crack on with the hatch. Okay, and as you can see, excuse the noise quick, that is the hatch on, siliconed in the inner edge, and then use that tape around the out edge. But yeah, don't look too bad. Looking at them now, they do look darker, which is nice. Obviously if the door was shut, that'd be dark, and then obviously if those windows on the side were done, so there is quite a bit of privacy in there, which is good. If I want some more in the future, I will tint them or do something. Definitely I don't want to do privacy stuff on it, because then I can't see out of it properly. The only one I'm going to do privacy stuff with is the toilet. I brought the film stuff that I'll probably end up doing tomorrow. Something I haven't mentioned actually at all, so the captain's chair. I'm going to take this one apart, clean it up, oil it, whatever else I need to do. This is just horrible. I don't want to stick with that, so let me give you a quick look at what I've got. I'll be back. I'll just quickly clear this. Okay, if you can see that. Sorry about this, I keep messing around. Yep, so they look quite nice. They're black in the middle, grey around the edge, and black around the edges as well. Got 4 of them. So my plan is now, originally I was going to put all 4 across here. I might do still in the future, and I'll buy another one, but I'm going to use one of these as a captain's chair. Folds down, quite nice. So that is going to be a captain's chair as well, and then I'll just have 3 on the back for now. More this side, because more people are going to sit this side than behind the captain. So yeah, I'm going to work on this, take this apart, and see how far we get. Okay. It's actually seized up. I don't want to try and break it. I want to oil it up, get some WD-40 in there, see if I can loosen it all up. But that is going to be it for this week though. Obviously next week I'm going to take this home today, so when I bring it back it will be the new week. Yeah, next week my plan is to get these windows fitted. I've got some help, and then yeah, get the windows fitted. I'm going to order the tarpaulin to cover it. What else am I going to do? I'll have a look through my list, because I started writing a list because it's getting to that sort of jobs now that I just wanna, I think I've just got the windows and the cover and do the hydraulic steering again, and I'll just go through the list, double check, but I think that will be it. And the bow rail. And like I said, I'm going to pull it on the water next week and then carry on doing little jobs there. That'll give me a good test to see if there's any leaks underneath. Give the engine a test, see how that runs. Obviously it ran perfect when I bought it, but you know, I need to test it out anyway. But yeah, so that's gonna, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.